Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chanel stopped over Abe and Paulina's house to observe a family tradition, and Paulina welcomed her. Chanel referred to the two turkey-shaped chocolates she took out of a package as Big Mama's treats. The mother and daughter gave one another an update on Abe and Johnny's health after reminiscing about past Thanksgivings. Paulina growled, "What a shame," when hearing that Johnny was fully recovering. Chanel was surprised. Paulina expressed to Chanel her ire at Johnny for referring to her daughter as a cheating slut. She thought that as retaliation, he should get a little food poisoning. Chanel angrily told Paulina that she had resolved the matter with Johnny and that she didn't need to be reminded of the incident. She also advised Paulina to keep her distance from it. Chanel went on to say that she had moved past Johnny's remarks and was completely over them. Chanel's rapid forgiveness of Johnny startled Paulina. After Johnny's brief illness, Chanel claimed she realized how much she loved him and that life was too short to harbor resentment. In addition to making Chanel laugh, which Paulina had always insisted was significant, she reminded Paulina that Johnny was a decent man at heart. In addition, Chanel and Paulina were pardoned for their many errors. She implored Paulina to be forgiving of Johnny, claiming that he had not committed anything as serious as cheating on her. Chanel and Paulina reached an agreement over Johnny, and Chanel was getting ready to head off to Thanksgiving with the DeMoras. Paulina promised to be back in time to see the children, Eli and Lonnie. Admire Days, B&B, General Hospital, or other soap operas. Participate in the discussion on our SC boards. To interact with fans and start a conversation right away, click here. While speaking with Nancy on the phone in Horton Town Square, Joy reassured her mother that she was okay with spending Thanksgiving by herself. She stated that work prevented her from spending the holiday in her hometown of New York. When Nancy said something that annoyed Joy, she yelled, "Of course I'm staying away from married men." At that moment, Johnny walked past. Joy hung up on Nancy, and Johnny sat down at the table with her. Joy observed that Johnny appeared to be feeling better, and he acknowledged that the damn cupcake he had consumed was the cause of his illness. Joy brought up the fact that Chanel had said that Johnny had blurted out Joy's name while he was asleep. Johnny was happy that his deception about the dream appeared to be holding up, but he was horrified that Chanel had told Joy. Joy reluctantly admitted to having told someone about her and Johnny. Joy had insisted that they keep their secret between them, so Johnny was shocked that she had shared it. Joy said that she needed someone to confide in because she had experienced intense guilt as well. Johnny insisted on knowing Joy's identity. Johnny became even enraged when Joy revealed it was Alex. Joy promptly reassured Johnny that Alex had consented to remain silent in order to protect Chanel. Chanel approached the table just as Johnny expressed his hope that Joy was correct. Joy and Johnny conjured up a tale about how they had been discussing catching the cupcake criminal. Chanel said she was happy that Sweet Bits wasn't a part of it. Chanel brought up the earlier event involving the contaminated biscuits in response to Joy's question. Joy and Johnny exchanged a regretful glance when she revealed that she had been deceived by someone she thought of as a friend. Chanel was informed by Johnny that they needed to leave for supper with his father. Joy was invited to join them after Chanel noticed that Joy would be spending the holiday alone. Joy objected at first, but after Chanel persisted, she accepted the invitation. After speaking with Susan on the phone at the DeMera estate, EJ wished her a happy Turkey Day. When he opened the door after hearing a disturbance outside, Gabi gave him a glare. The welcomes between the two were antagonistic. EJ implied that Gabi had had his locks changed as he walked inside. If EJ did not let Gabi get the rest of her stuff back, she threatened to call Jada. EJ stopped Gabi as she was about to head upstairs and said he needed an apology. This time, he explained, the apology should be for the slap Gabi had given him. EJ should consider himself fortunate that she only slapped him after calling him swine by Gabi. She accused EJ of ruining her marriage and railroading her into prison. EJ retorted that Gabi had contributed to the breakdown of his union with Nicole. EJ and Gabi kept fighting until a frustrated Gabi declared that EJ ought to apologize to her and that she owed him nothing. Reminding Gabi that she had taken a torch to her own marriage, EJ grinned. Gabi stomped upstairs, claiming she anticipated world-class groveling from EJ. Gabi came back later with her things. As she made her way to the door, EJ tossed a blanket at her and told her not to return. Gabi shouted that she would be happy to avoid seeing EJ's miserable face or the mausoleum ever again and that she would be relieved if she ever did. Just as Gabi was leaving, Joy, Chanel, and Johnny showed up. Chanel said that she had invited Joy because she believed that no one should spend Thanksgiving alone, and EJ greeted them heartily. EJ offered Joy a drink as Chanel and Johnny walked to the kitchen to provide meals. As he poured the drink, EJ talked to Joy about her time in Salem before. EJ said that he hoped Joy had had enough of Salem when she said she didn't remember the place. "Because it's time for you to leave," he said nonchalantly. EJ said that Johnny had told him about the affair when Joy questioned what he meant. He repeated that having Joy around was uncomfortable for both him and Johnny. Joy volunteered to go, but EJ made it clear that he wanted more than just Joy to leave his home. He desired for her to leave Salem. Joy contended that since she had signed a contract, she couldn't simply walk out. EJ offered her a payout as well, and he was sure he could get her out of the contract. EJ asked her to respond. Chanel and Johnny returned before Joy could reply. EJ drew Joy aside once more and persuaded her to accept the offer as the gathering started to file into the dining area. He forced a smile and turned to leave a hesitant Joy to consider his offer. Javi called Rafe outside the Brady pub to let him know that the establishment was closed due to a family gathering. In order to get the rolls Gabi had requested for Thanksgiving dinner, Rafe advised Javi to try another restaurant. Leo approached after Javi hung up. Leo stopped Javi as he tried to leave. Javi remained unaffected despite Leo's repeated apologies for his treatment of him. "Hooking up with Leo was a mistake," he said. Leo acknowledged that he had a PhD in mistakes, but he did not include Javi in that category. He emphasized their relationship. Before Leo betrayed him, Javi said, he had also sensed the connection. Javi rushed off after vowing he would never allow anyone to abuse him that way again. Alex came outside as Leo sat glumly on the bench, explaining that he needed to escape Stephanie and Philip and get some fresh air. Leo joked that he was making Debbie Downer seem like a cockeyed optimist as he and Alex expressed their sympathy for their disappointing Thanksgivings. Alex encouraged Leo to talk about his problems. Leo said that he had messed up with Senior Wright and sighed. Alex advised that Leo apologize after Leo told him about his issues with Javi. Leo claimed that although he had already made an attempt, Javi had shut the door in his face. Alex forced Leo to find out who the new lady whistleblower was when he started complaining about how the column had affected his career. Leo was reminded by Alex of what would happen if the program spoilers were widely shared. He encouraged Leo to contact The Spectator. Leo stated that he had attempted to get in touch with Chad but had not heard back. He agreed with Alex that someone had to take responsibility for the fake lady whistleblower. Since Leo was the original sneak, Alex felt confident that he would figure out who they were. Justin sent Alex a text telling him to return inside. He extended an invitation to Leo to join him for supper. Leo refused, stating that until he had exposed the imposter, he could not be grateful for anything.